live up the street from here. Yeah, just an all-around cultural participant and fanatic.
That's what's up. This past week with like the Yeezys coming out, what has been like your experience with just all the hype that's going on?
It's kind of crazy because I didn't really assume like how crazy it was until like just going in and out of the sneaker shops and hearing kids talk about it, because it kind of, the shoe's been around in the works for a while. So it's just kind of inspiring, crazy, cool to see that this type of hunger for sneakers still exists, you know, like I thought this kind of died down. It's been a while since people have been lining up for shoes.
What is it about this shoe in particular you think has generated so much hype?
For one, I gotta say, it's gotta just be like the rollout, you know, like how people came to know about the shoe. I think it was like the Grammys, with that crazy, stronger performance, and in the Hey Mama, what was it, like a year or two ago? And just like everyone, like the next day on the blogs, people were like, what the hell is on his feet? You know, it looked like a Jordan, it looked like this, but something different was going on. And then it was like, you know, press about it, you know, it was just that. And then a few months later, you might have saw like him wearing some other version of the shoe, and just kept evolving bit by bit. But ultimately, it's like design for design. I don't think, you know, our culture past like, you know, the kind of sneaker craze has seen such like a well thought out design. So I think a lot of kids, aside from it being Kanye's shoe, were just like, oh, this is it. You know, something crazy is going on here.
And what do you think it is about, I guess, Kanye that you think made this shoe be able to happen? Like, what about him, like, just generated so much excitement, you think?
I'd say that, like, his, you know, self-proclaimed walking hype beast, you know, like he lives this. He lives design, he lives, you know, sneakers, he's just, you know, an average kid from Chicago, to be specific, that got put in a position that could do like what we would do, you know. So it's like, I think that's what attracts people to, you know, him and his style sensibilities. And yeah, you just can't deny, you know, like, look at this thing. It's just, you could just look at it all day, aside, even if it wasn't a shoe, just like design for design.
And then finally, what do you think is going to be the scene like on Saturday? Like, what are people expecting, you know, the Saturday in the aftermath?
Yeah, I don't know. I think, well, like in Chicago here, we see there's like so many different line situations, there's dropping at different times and all that. So I think it's not gonna be, it'll be crazy, but I think, you know, kids are gonna come, get the shoes, and then bounce. What I'm interested to see is like, you know, what kids, like, are, you know, they're gonna rock them, are they just gonna go back on eBay or whatever. I think it's an interesting case to have 3 colorways. So it's like, there's a lot of hype, but, you know, like the black colorway is real serious, real mean looking. So it's like, that's gonna create this all over again. And then after that, I think the best colorway is the taupe, you know, just like straight fashionable shoe. So it's like, I think the design is gonna lend itself to, you know, prolonged hype or would, like, whatever you want to call it. But, you know, we'll see what it is.
Do you have a pair?
Yeah.
Are you gonna wear yours?
I don't know, it's crazy. I got this thing where, like, I wear all my shoes, but just not necessarily right out the gate. I got this fantasy of being like 50 and pulling out a pair, like fresh out the box, you know? So like, for me now, you know, I'm cool rocking, you know, Vans and whatnot, some other, you know, Jordans or whatever, but these are definitely going to be rocked at some point.
Any final words you want to say? Or?
It's just that this glow-in-the-dark soul is crazy. It's like, give me a break. It's like, there's so many elements but it's not overdone, you know, like just the fact that this glows in the dark, like that this material is like, what is it? It looks like, you know, something that Lon Von might use, but it looks like something that, you know, Dior might do or something like that. And then the fuchsia, the pop colors on the insides, it's like, but it's not overdone, so it won't clash your whole outfit, you know. It's like the height in the front versus the back, this tab, like how the name is written, it's just like, it's pretty proper.
All right, thank you.